Hey guys, how you doing? It's Hitman 23. It's Sunday, and I'm just coming on to do my video of this weekend's pickups show review, or shows review. I went to 2 shows this weekend. It was recently my birthday, and I had some cash to spend, and I did that at the show this weekend. I went to Tampa on Saturday, met Lou Rock and Mr. Fisherbike and Mike Sticks and Seams. And, again, I spoke about it yesterday. It was really awesome at the Florida State Fairgrounds. And I was able to pick up a really cool bunch of things. Today's was Naples monthly card show at the Y. I definitely picked up a few things there. Kind of went in there with no real expectations in terms of purchases. But things presented themselves. And stuff found its way into my backpack. So where do I begin? All right, let's begin yesterday with the non-card stuff. There's a few pieces of non-card things that I picked up. First thing I picked up, it's not the first thing, but first thing I want to show you that I picked up is this Sports Impressions. This Mark McGwire statue for the A's PC. That was really cool. I think I got this for like $15. It's a ceramic miniature. Very cool. I'll have to, these are out of 1990. I'll have to track down the Don Mattingly of this one. But picked up the Big Mac and thought that was cool. And I picked up these two. I got as a kind of a bundle. I got this awesome Aaron Judge. Didn't have the Aaron Judge McGuire. I didn't have the Aaron Judge McFarlane. So I do now, and that's really cool. So I grabbed that one, and I grabbed, this is a really cool one. This is actually a variation. This is the Eric Chavez variant. It's in the Oakland Home Whites. The regular one is with the green top and the white pants, but this is the Oakland Home Whites. And got this and the Aaron Judge for a nice deal. Lou Rock made me laugh, or I don't know if I made him cry. But he goes, "You gonna open those?" I said, "Absolutely, I'm gonna open them. I'm dumb. I can't. I don't have places to storage all that big, bulky stuff. So, and I think they just look much cooler displayed. Doesn't matter to me. I open mine. Now, there's certain things I don't open. I have a few things in my collection I don't open. A couple of Boba Fett's and a couple of Batmans, but nothing, everything gets pretty much opened now. So that's a really cool one. So got that for the shoddy collection. Now the cards. Let's talk about the cards. Don't forget tonight, guys, I'm going to be on with John 3D 80s Kids. We're going to be watching kind of live at the Hall of Fame decision, see if some players get in. I told you I'm wearing this shirt every day till he gets in. Every day. So we'll see tonight in a mere few hours. I'll be back on here. My ugly face and my annoying voice will be back. Speaking of John, I actually picked up a card from John. If you'd watched his video a couple of weeks ago, he was going through and redoing some of his collection and selling some stuff off. And there was a card that that he was selling that I wanted in my collection. And it's really cool to be able to pick up cards from other YouTubers from their collections and add them to your collection. This summer, I added a 71 Roberto Clemente that Don's Field of Dreams used to own, and now it's in my collection. And now I picked up this beautiful 1968 Ernie Banks from John. Beautiful looking card. Always like that. Ernie's smiling in most of his cards. Kind of got I want to say I'm doing a full run of Ernie Banks. Just I don't know if I'll ever be able to afford his rookie card, but who knows? We'll see. There's other cards I want to get before that. So I'm not really working on an Ernie Banks run, but there's a few cards in his run that I do really like, and this is definitely one of them. I love the colors on that. I love the smile, the whole 9 yards. It's really cool. And I thought that would fit beautifully in my collection. What else? Yesterday at the show in Tampa, kind of hit the, aside from those figures, kind of stayed in the bargain boxes. mostly, really. Didn't venture too far for those. I didn't really hit any, like, case cards. Um, there was I went through a $5 box and a dollar box and then I think a 50-cent box. Didn't see any quarter boxes, but I definitely, went through that stuff and I was able to pick up some really cool stuff for the collection. First thing I'm going to show you is this really nice, these are all going to be out of that $5 box. And then after everything was added up, he gave me a deal on top of that. So these cards were less than $5. It's really sharp, beautiful 1975 mini of Harmon Killebrew signing an autograph. So that one is very sweet. How about one? This is a beautiful looking 1976 Topps O.J. Simpson. Really sharp. As I just buy those cards, and if I see nice looking cards from 70s football, I pick them up. How about this is a, 87? I think this is an 87 Fleer. It's not the 86 Fleer. I think this is the 87 Fleer, which I believe, yeah, this is the 87 Fleer, maybe the 88 Fleer. It's hard to switch basketball because of the, 88 Fleer. Got the Larry Bird. I think the 87 Fleer for sure is actually tougher to get than the 86 Fleer. I'm on the money's in the 86 Fleer. But the 87s are, I believe, tougher cards to get. How about this gorgeous 1974 Mean Joe Green? Shout out to John Mangini and Scoots Collectibles. They're huge Steelers fans. So got that. And I love when card companies use aspects of the sport in the design, like this has the goalposts. I think that's really cool. And how about this? Not a rookie, it's a second year, but it's really sharp. This really awesome 1973 John Riggins with the fro. With the big fro. And then I think after that he sported a massive mohawk. He was a madman. A lot of love, the Diesel, John Riggins. But I had to grab that beautifully sharp 73 Topps. Nice card. This is another really sharp, nice card. And this one I picked up because this guy right here at the end, I mean, it's a great card because it's got Tom Seaver on it, but it's got Don Wilson on it too. He was a really good pitcher for the Astros. Came up, I think, in 68 or 69, and he played with them until 74, I think, and he passed away. But he's kind of in that one franchise guy. Now, he didn't play the full 10 years, but, I'm giving him a bit of a pass because, he did pass away young, and I thought it'd be another cool player to add to the Astros one franchise binder PC. So that's a cool one. The beautiful 1972 Topps, the 71 NL ERA leaders. Great looking cards, great design. Don't have any of this guy in my collection, and I'm not a big basketball collector. I do have some basketball cards I have acquired in other collections I have purchased. And I'll put together, some of my favorite players. I'll put together, I do binders of Hall of Famers. I didn't have much of Kobe. I maybe have one Kobe card, but I thought this is cool. This is Talking Hoops. This is out of, definitely going to need the 1997. This is 97 Skybox. So I got that little foily Kobe. Thought it'd be cool to have that in the collection. Try to get, the greats of the game in the collection. Try to hit as many as possible. This one's really cool. This is a nice one. This is a 1969 Topps. I guess these are stamps. And I found the guy had a few of these in the box, a couple of different ones. I was hoping to find the one with Chris Hamburger, but I couldn't. But I did find the one with Joe Namath. So I grabbed that. That's really cool. And for my set build, I picked up the final Playing Days card of Franco Harris. that was really interesting how Topps decided the colors that year. They threw pink on the Steelers. It was just an interesting decision. You really don't see pink much on more modern day cards. They did it in the 50s, like 58 and 59. There was pink, but you really didn't see it between them and really now. I'm trying to think. The 60s. Yeah, I guess the 65 set had pink. But, not a color you see too much on cards. How about another, this is a nice Hoops card. This is what, 1989 Hoops. I got to get the Jordan. Don't have a huge Jordan PC, but I figured, hey, why not? Might as well have, again. This is a cool, well, it's a beautiful card. And there's just a little story behind this one. This is a gorgeous card. Really nice 1971 Alkaline. And it's funny because I remember when I was a kid, I had cards. I don't know how I came about this card, but I had cards from when I was a kid from like 1975, 1976, 1977, and 1978 Topps. And we had moved from New York to Pennsylvania. And I believe somewhere in there, I met some new friends, and my cards wound up in my friend's house, and kind of I just gave them to him, and I didn't really have those cards anymore. I don't have any of those cards I originally had from when I was a kid. That my uncle had given me and all that stuff in the little brown bag. I don't have any of those cards in my PC. I wish I did. But somehow, in the early 80s, I started collecting again. Probably 81, actually. I really started collecting again. Have a good one. Take care. And that's when I started buying packs again and really getting into it. I was in 5th grade, I believe, or 6th grade. I can't remember. And I'm picking up the 81 Topps. And I then acquired back some baseball cards in a box. And I don't remember where I got them. But in it was this card. Okay? And it was pretty beat. I remember it. This was the oldest card I'd ever seen. So up until that point, the oldest cards I saw was 1976 Topps or 75. I think there's some 75s in there as well. 75. I thought this was so old. Like it could have been a pre-war card. For me, in 1981, this is only 10 years old, but it seemed like it was 50 years old. It was an old baseball card. It was so cool. And, again, that card had since left my collection somewhere after that time. Probably one of my moves or something. I maybe wound up throwing it away at some time, or I don't know. But it's back. That's a cool story, and I'm sticking to it. The 1971 Topps Alkaline. Sweet card there. All right, next, there's some nice Jaden Daniels in this guy's box. So I picked up this nice Mosaic NFL debut. The Redskins are getting smacked today by the Vikings. Like the last time I checked, it was 17-0. He's playing again. This year is just sign it off. Here's a nice metal universe Kobe. This one is out of 2000. So he's still wearing his number 8 then. This is going to be a long video, guys. So just, bear with me. And how about a nice Fleer Ultra Kobe? And that looks like, again, a 2000, a 99 or 2000. So picked up some nice Kobe's. How about this nice Stadium Club Chrome? Very nice. And these are in a $5 box with all I picked up, and the deal, they wound up being less than $5. How about a really nice sharp 1983 Topps Walter Payton? I'd love to put his run together. Hey, man, this is a great card right here. This is a Topps Chrome Rookie. This is what, 99? 98? 99? I don't know. It's a Dirk Nowitzki Rookie. That's awesome. Topps Chrome Nowitzki Rookie. Take that. Here's a nice Jaden Daniels Totally Certified. And how about, you can't go wrong with the Knicks, Patrick Ewing, and the 87 Fleer. Patrick. He's right after Dr. J. Patrick Ewing is my second favorite player in the NBA of all time. So it goes Dr. J and then Patrick Ewing. Remember watching him at Georgetown. Out of 2018 Wood Green Topps Gallery Aaron Judge. So it's a second-year card. And some absolute memorabilia. I got the little triumvirate of Jaden Daniels. I got the base, and then I got a red, white, and blue, and then like a purple. So none of these are numbered, but I figured why not? What the heck? So I got those. Beautiful. This one, these two next are just really nice. 1971 Topps Football. Love it. I'm working on the set. I got this gorgeous Sonny Jurgensen and this gorgeous Fran Tarkenton. So really nice looking cards there. And how about a 1954 Topps Hoyt Wilhelm? Again, nice and sharp. That card was under $5. That's a no-brainer. Every day, twice on Sunday card. Very, very cool. A Bill Skowron. This is from 1961 Post or Jello. I'm not sure how you tell, but nicely cut out. Great looking card. The Bill Skowron action. How about a nice 1984 Howie Long rookie? And the 84 Topps set is loaded. Hall of Fame rookies. I mean, it's crazy. You got 5. You got, of course, Marino and Elway. And you have Darryl Green. You have Howie Long. And you have Eric Dickerson. All those 5 rookie cards are in the 84 Topps set. And how about a 1980 Kellogg's of Ricky? The Ricky. Did I say 80? This is 81. Yeah, I'm sorry. 81. And a 2019 opening day red foil Aaron Judge. And how about for the wife, I got this is a first edition Tom Brady out of what, 2004 football? 05? I think 05. Got her the Tom Brady there. And I got her a Star Quest. And then these, I didn't have this in the PC. This is from a different vendor. This isn't from the same vendor. This is a beautiful Pacific. This is a gold. I don't know what this is, but I didn't have it in the PC. This Don Mattingly. Yeah, baby. You know right there. Saw that. This is I don't know. I have to look into this. This is 1996, and the number's HP5. I have to do some research. I think there's something like kind of under his name. That's like embossed. No, it's actually just his name, like kind of like shadowed down. I had to do some research on that. I don't know. I don't think it's the base. But it's that card. Pacific did some amazing stuff back in the day. Just some awesome, awesome stuff. So that I didn't have in the Donnie PC. This next one, Fleer 95 Team Leaders, got the Donnie on the front, and we got the Jimmy Key on the back. But of course, I bought it for the Donnie. And let me tell you something. If all the 95 Fleers looked like this, it would have been a great set. But they don't. The 95 Fleers are a terrible design. Probably worse than the 91 and 92 Fleer. But this one, man, we got that sparkle. Didn't have this in the PC. Love finding Donnies in the wild that I don't have in the PC. And then I found another one that I didn't have in the PC. There's a few here. This is a 93 score. 93. Yeah, this is a 93 score. The Dream Team. Very cool. Little kind of candid picture or photo, but beautiful back. And then this one comes out of Leaf. This is a Leaf Gamers, 94 Leaf Gamers. Didn't have that one, so I was really psyched.
This again.
That's right, Susan.
Oh, she had one of them?
Yeah. So I didn't have that, and I don't think I have this. But if I do, it's okay. This is a 92 Leaf promo Don Mattingly. That I wasn't sure about, so I just grabbed it. I think all those cards together that I'm showing you, and this last one here, this beautiful Pacific Donnie, I might have that one, but I'm not sure. But all those Don Mattingly cards were $20. So I thought that was a very, very good deal. That was a no-brainer cards. And that's it kind of for that stuff. I also did I did some unopened stuff. This guy was doing 12 for $10. And kind of love these. These are like big time guilty pleasures. The top's big from 89 and 90. And I don't believe there's a couple in here I don't have for my unopened packs. So I did a run of each year. I did a run of 89 and a run of 90s. So I'll open the ones I don't already have in my thing. So these are the 89s, I think. I think these are the 89s. Yeah, I think these are. So they 3 series. I have the first series packs, the second series packs, and the third series packs. And these are the 90s, the first series packs, second series packs. And these are not as quite as easy to get. I think the third series in 1990 are a little tougher. But yeah, again, just very inexpensive, fun stuff. I really dig stuff like this. Look at the cool design elements on these 90s, early 90s things. This is so cool. Then I also picked up 3 other unopened packs. I picked up this really nice 1984 Fleer. There could be a Donnie in there, but we'll never know. And how about a nice 1983 Fleer? There could be a Rhino or a Boggs or a Gwyn in there. Don't know. And then an 82 Donruss. There could be a Cal Ripken in there. I don't know. Just beautiful unopened packs. Love this stuff. They'll go straight into the unopened PC. Then we just go to another little stack here. These were dollar cards, and if it was you bought 30, it was $20. So I think that comes down to like 67 cents each, 68 cents. So I got this nice 1991 Ultra Ivan Rodriguez rookie. Hey, 68 cents. I never saw this before. Gardeners. This must be a regional thing. I thought it was cool. I never saw it, so I got this really cool 84 Robin Yount. So grab that. I didn't have this in my Ricky run, the 94 Fleer Ricky. Didn't have that. And how about a 1987 Leaf Will Clark rookie? And this is a really beautiful card. This is I think this is a 2023 Stadium Club Corbin Carroll rookie, but it's great. It's got four people in the photo. It's got the pitcher, the batter, the catcher, and the umpire. That's just awesome. That is awesome. And how about a Vinny Pasquantino pink chrome rookie cup? And I'm not sure if I had this, Donnie, this Sports Flicks, so I grabbed it. If I have it, it'll wind up in somebody's Donnie PC. Don't worry about it. It won't go to waste. I don't think I have this one, but we'll see later. Albert Pujols. This is a exponential. Really cool stuff that Upper Deck did in the early 2000s. Really like that a lot. Nice looking card. And I always try to put these all-star sets together from the update sets. This is 2022 Ronald Acuna All-Star. And again, this is a lot of this stuff is from my heritage builds. The rookie performers, the Vlad. I think this is 19 or 20 heritage. I lose track. Here's another now and then with Vlad. And Bryce Harper. This is from 2024 heritage. Yep, these were I think these were the retail insert sets. The pink, I think they came in pink, and they came in white, foil, and like a gold color. Some more heritage. This is the Mickey Mantle home run commemorative editions from, I think these are out of, I can't remember. 2010 maybe. Up 2007 Heritage. Didn't have those, so I got some Mickeys. There, these again. These are all like 68 cents. Right? Where can you get a Mickey Mantle card for 68 cents, right? Can't. I did. Here's a Mattingly card I know I didn't have. This is like one of those off, the Broder. People call them all Broders. But I didn't have that one, so grab that one. And my Mattingly counter has been ticking up nice lately. Been ticking up nice. Approaching, I think I'm closer to, I think of 1,500 uniques. 2010 Mickey Mantle card, of course, number 7. Topps did that for a while. Not sure if I had it or not, so I grabbed it. Did I say 2010? That's a 2011 Mickey Mantle. 2011. Not sure if I had it or not. Bryce Harper. This is another little heritage insert from like 2019, I think. These are little like rub-offs that Topps did back then, or stamps. Anytime I can find metal, I pick up the metal. How about a beautiful Kirby Puckett? This is out of 96. The first year they made them. Just awesome, awesome cards. And how about a Ken Griffey Jr., another junior blowing a bubble. Gotta love that. On the studio. And then a great Yachty in the catcher gear, waiting for a throw home. Beautiful card. This is the last year of Upper Deck Baseball. And I didn't have this Ricky Henderson. This is, again, one of these off-brand Broder style cards, So I didn't have that. Got Ricky in the Yankee uniform. World Premiere Fleer Ultra Adrian Beltre. That's a really good-looking card. Got that foil finish on there. Very nice. 87 Fleer All-Star Team of Kirby. Gotta love that. Love those All-Star cards. How about a 1996 Topps Chrome of Barry Bonds? Did I say 96? Drink. 98. A 99. Damn. Get me off of this. Get me out of here. 1999 Chrome. Barry Bonds. League Leaders. Topps Chrome of Derek Jeter. I don't remember what year that's from. Early 2000s, somewhere in there. And then beautiful Bowman's Best Albert Pujols. Right there. Gorgeous, gorgeous card. And then a Ken Griffey in the cage. I think this is like 09 Upper Deck. Great one in the cage there. And this batch, last but not least, I got this 2022 Juan Soto All-Star. I'll be right back, guys. I heard the wife calling. Hold on. Hey, I'm back. Next batch was from a guy who had 50-cent box. And again, these, after all said and done, gave me a deal. They probably are like 40 cents a piece or something like that. How about this nice post-rookie star of Mike Piazza? Great looking card there. This is not a real one, but it is an Archives. I have the real one, the Bert Campaneris rookie card with the trophy. Oh, speaking of trophy, that card I showed you yesterday, that 2010 Travis Ishikawa, that I was so psyched to get. I had mentioned that there was only 3 graded by PSA. I was gravely mistaken. That's the only one graded by PSA. There are none other graded. That's the one. So, pretty cool. I mean, pretty cool. How about a Bryce Harper out of 17 Heritage? And this is a cool post. 1993 post Darren Dalton. Look at him in the gear. Great looking card there. Love it. Love it. Love it. Sweet. How about a David Price rookie? 2009. 1986 Topps Dwight Gooden. Gotta love that card. I remember that card so well from when I was a youngin'. And another, I told you when I see these, I buy them. I buy these when I see them. So the 87 Jose Canseco Rookie Cup card. And I got this really nice sharp 74 traded Lou Piniella. And this 2006 Topps A-Rod League MVP for the team build. A nice Flair. Not Ric Flair, but how about Albert Pujols Flair? I guess 2005 or something like that. In the playoff honors, we got Albert Pujols in the throwbacky uniform with the piping. God, the Cardinals have one of the best uniforms in all of baseball. Just so awesome. Birds on a bat, man. Can't beat that. And how about another one? Absolute memorabilia 2003 or 2005. I like this set a lot. Got the Albert Pujols there. And this cool Mo Rivera from 20 whatever. 2000 Mo. Back. And a Nick Castellanos. I don't know if this is to 2020. I don't know if this is a photo variation. I just grabbed this. It looked weird to me. It doesn't look like a typical card, but again, it was like less than 50 cents. I figured, why not? So I grabbed that. I got to see. That might be a photo variation. Anytime I see the old Topps black gold, I pick them up, and there's Roberto Alomar. Shout out to Godlike Collectibles Lou. And another card when I see a nice 86 Donnie baseball. Picked another one of those up. This is good. This is a cool one. I think this one kind of flies under the radar a little bit. This is a 1986 Fleer sticker Jose Canseco rookie. Yeah. So that kind of flies under the radar. Cool one. I like that pose on that. That's cool. That's a good one. That's a good card. Now I have the corrected version in the factory set. Got the factory set in 1985, but it's the 1985 Donruss Tom Seaver error card with Floyd Bannister on it. So I didn't have that one. I have the one in the factory set is the corrected version of actually Tom Seaver. So pick that up for measly a few pence. And here's a Donnie baseball I don't think I have. Legends, Donruss Legends. Nice foily card there. A lot of research to do after this video. And how about a 1987 O-Pee-Chee Wade Boggs? I like the O-Pee-Chees, of course. Very nice. And this is a cool studio. Chance Cisco. Gear card. We got some gear going on. Beautiful catcher card. And Yordan Alvarez from, this is, I don't know if this is Topps Archives. It's definitely not Heritage or anything like that, but again, it's a rookie cup. Rookie cup. Here's another one of those rookie cups, Hideo Nomo, signing autographs with that beautiful rookie cup right there. These are all that's a double. That Hideo. I buy them when I see them. This beautiful Johnny Bench out of the Ted Williams collection. Shout out to Hugo. And I think actually Lou from Godlike just opened a box of this about a month or so ago. Cool stuff. These cards are very cool. I really like those. There's a really nice stuff in there. And how about a 1987 Topps Donnie baseball? Love it. It's got the long sleeves and a turtleneck on. It's been a cool day and probably the beginning of the season. I don't know, but just always loved that card of Donnie and his batting stance. Now this one, I don't know. I saw this and I was like, are these like, I don't see legend short variations, but these are out of 2005 Topps. And these are the gold versions of Atlee Hammaker. I was like, it was just, so I got to do some research and see what that is. I don't know what that is, but it was kind of, and this card was stuck behind it. It's a Jerry Grody. They are numbered, actually. They're numbered out of 500. I got to look those up, see what Topps did in 2005. But again, anytime I see stuff like that, I'll grab it, especially when it's like really inexpensive. Just cool, pieces, piecing together the history of the game, man. That's it. And then this last one, this is Donner's Threads, 2008 Don Mattingly. Don't believe I have that one. That was all the stuff from Tampa. Now today in Naples, I picked up some stuff. Elisa found these at a table and I thought they were cool, so I grabbed them. These are some Yankee pocket schedules. Again, nothing crazy here, but awesome stuff there. The 1990 schedule. And look who's on the front. That'll go in the PC. And an 88 Yankee schedule. I remember that Pride and Power. I so remember that. That's when they had Jack Clark. And man, it was like, the 88 Yankees, look out. Not much there. They should have done their pitching was so bad then. It was just so bad. They had such a good lineup, and then the pitching. And this is a cool one. This is a great one because it's an 84 Yankee schedule, so Donnie's rookie year. And it's got Don Baylor on the front. So this was a cool one. Grabbed that right away. Thought that was awesome. So those, same vendor. I picked up this really cool, I don't know if this is out of Topps Archives or what this is from, but it's gorgeous. It's a Roberto Clemente refractor of his 1970 Topps card. That just was like, man, that's cool. Gotta grab that sucker. That's awesome. That's so awesome. That might get a Mag Pro treatment. That's just a cool freaking card. Look at that shine on that sucker. I got to see what year this is from. This is from 97. So I wonder, this must have come in, because in 98 they did his reprints. So maybe this was in 98. These were in the 98, because in 96, I don't know. 96 they did Mickey. And I thought 98 they did the Roberto Clemente stuff. But I think that's where that's from. But that's just awesome. That refractor. That's just beautiful. And then some other stuff. I got this again. This is a double, but anytime I see them and they're in really nice shape, I'll pick them up. 1961 Dick Stigman in the beautifully yellowed top loader with the beautiful yellow trophy. Awesome sauce. A 58 Topps. I'm so with the football cards. I think this is 58. Got the Don Bossler Redskins, of course. And then a 1959 Johnny Blanchard rookie. He was a backup catcher. Believe also played some outfield for the Yankees in the 60s. Johnny Blanchard. And another 1961 rookie cup of Julian Javier. That is Stan Javier's dad. And then a 57 maybe. Again, I'm bad with the football designs and the years. But it's a Redskin. It's Johnny Olszewski for the Redskins team build. And this is a 61 Ralph Houck. How about that? Very nice. And again, Bob Toneff from the 57 set or the 59 set. I don't know. Eddie LeBaron. I just haven't committed those to memory. I want to say this is 58 Topps. I want to say. And then how about this really nice, this is a cool one I got. This is for $25. How this sweet Louis Tiant Archives autograph on his copy of his rookie card. So now I really have to find his rookie card so I can do the pairing. I have a few other cards where I have pairings of the archives version and then the real card. So I thought that was a really cool one. So pick that up. And then maybe the coolest thing today that I didn't even know existed. Now I'm going to have to do some digging and researching and, again, another rabbit hole to go into. These are cool. These are really cool. These are the Wild West, or Pieces of the Past Wild West edition. And I got this Wyatt Earp. I have to find the Doc Holliday. I love Doc Holliday. Love this era. This is such cool stuff. Really cool. So I got that. Just awesome stuff. How about Geronimo? I mean, this is just beautiful historical stuff. Really well done. I need to find out more about this set and this brand. Let's see. They're from 2025. Super Products Inc. That's the name of the company. And the guy who had them was a vendor that's down here like 7 months of the year. He's from the Detroit or Michigan area. And he sells up there the other part of the year when he's up there. And he's like, he doesn't see them anywhere outside of Michigan. And I'm like, dude, I've never seen those. Because when I went to his case, my eyes went right to him because he had a whole strip of them. And what caught my eye, you'll see in a second. And how about you can't go wrong with Billy the Kid? Very cool. And then, yes, they also have relic cards. Now, if you saw, Tombstone, you know about the cowboys. These were the villains in the movie. The bad guys. They wore red bandanas. And this is a Dan Bogan with a piece of the bandana in there. And I'm assuming it's legit. I don't know. But, those is what caught my eye. And authentic and original relics. They have a lot of things, and I'm going to tell you what the back. I'm going to tell you the back. I want to hear what it says. It says, the front of this card features the following types of authentic and original relics: original newspapers, original handwritten letters, time period manuscripts, letters and documents, land grants, presidential documents, handwritten words, books, tickets, coins, and other relics that were attributed to the subject on the front of this card. Dude, I am totally looking into this because this stuff is just so cool. So yeah, that caught my eye. I saw a whole strip of cards with relics, different colors, and I was smitten. I was smitten really quickly, and always like to try to, diversify a little bit, make it exciting, make the collecting exciting. This is a long video, 43 minutes. I am sorry, but I can't help myself. I just love it too much, man. Guys, I love it too much. So yeah, check this out. Pieces of the Past Wild West edition. I think they have different, they have 1700s, they have 1800s, they have different versions, and he had a decent amount, but I'm gonna definitely look into that more because I got to get me a Wyatt Earp. I'm sorry, a Doc Holliday. That's who I really want to get. So that's it, guys. The end of my very long form showing cards video. I'm going to go so I can prepare for later when I go on with John and, the whole nine. I got to get a lot of this stuff organized. May the cardboard God shine down upon each and every one of you. And I will catch you tonight. And, yeah, guys, take care and have a good one. Let's go out with... what are we going to go out with tonight? I want to go out with something. What are we going to go out with? I don't know, man. There's so many to go out with. So much cool stuff. I don't know. This one's kind of really cool. How about the Roberto Clemente Refractor? Bye.